I don't want to do this thing a lot, right? So just almost to look at all these faces. I welcome to my 25th annual recital. One of my work students stay after so we can get a picture of the whole person, right? Sometimes I forgot and sometimes stick out. Also, you may notice we're having cake. So please stay for the cake. My sister-in-law, Donna, Michael's sister, insisted that it was a special anniversary membership. So we're having cake. And Melanie, this is my silver. My student Melanie said it's 25th, it's silver, anniversary, you have to have silver. And I told him for a minute, I said, well, I have silver shoes. I said, okay, then I'll have this guy. So we're going to start out with, as you can see from the program, fun duets. And I'll chat a little bit, but not too much because you can use that. And then we'll have a little scratch a little bit while we switch and then so welcome, enjoy yourself, feel comfortable. Restrooms are just down the hall on the right. If you need to run away to the restroom, you're not insulting us. Right, Jennifer. This is my friend Jennifer Lee Admire, who started studying harmony when she was 15. Now she's all grown up. I won't say how old she is because I'm not going to tell you how old I am either. So, usually what I just do is I tell my students to grow, like this one student's back there. When we talk about age and I'm telling the story, I say, just look at me. So thank you for being here. And,
let me know when the chest gets up here. Right. Actually, let's go inside and get the crowd's reaction. Oh yeah, that's a better idea.
that, as you can see, is called triptych dance, which is, well, it says it's by Pierre Bouchon, but I'm not sure that that's a real person. We always say it's by Carlos Salcedo, but lots and lots of harp ensembles do triptych dance as an opening. It's just kind of a humorous thing to start with. The next two pieces we've kind of set up as a pair. There'll be a slight creep between them because we have to change the line. We've set it up so that we're playing it next to one another. So here's first of all, some line one first. very much. The next one is an arrangement by a harpist, friend of mine. His name is Ray Poole. He lives in Rochester, New York now, but it's a very interesting gentleman. He played for many, many years pit orchestra gigs in New York City, and then he played like for tea at the Waldorf Astoria, and he's published a lot of music for the harp, and among them are a few things for harp ensemble. So here's Ray Poole's version of Slain, which you might know as another hymn, but I think that's what it started out as, but you're probably going to recognize it. I'm sure you wasn't supposed to do that. Okay. She's adjusting her levers. These are called lever harps. These are actually sister harps, although my feet are a little, my legs, if you want to call them, or feet are a little taller, but they're the same exact model harp. They're both HG34 Firebird, made by Jeff Lewis, who is a master harp maker, amazing harp maker, out of Chelsea, Michigan. In fact, I just had a lesson with a student who lives near Columbus, and she had been to like a harp circle of harpists in Columbus. And so it's, 12 harps all together or whatever. And out of all the harps, I didn't tell you about this, Jennifer, out of all the harps in the room, which she has the HD34 also, by the way, because that's what I tell my students to buy. And she said that everybody loved the sound of her harp the best out of all the harps in the room. I'm like, well, that's not any surprise. So anyway, we continue with sharing our music. So as I said, we're playing on lever harps, and and you can see Jennifer's side, you can't see mine, but for each piece, we have to set up the harp to be in the key that we need. So if we need F sharps, we have to set the F sharps, or if we need B flats, we have to adjust the B lever. So at the beginning of each piece, we're very concerned about making sure that it's right. And for that piece, it's interesting because there's lever changes during the piece, but for all our rehearsals, I was playing on a pedal harp, which means if you need C sharp, you just move a pedal. So I'm turning the page to that piece, and I'm like, uh-oh, I hope I remember to move those C sharps, which I did, but I've been practicing them because it was most convenient for us when we were rehearsing. So try not to fall asleep, but we're going to play drums like last part of this set, I guess you'll call it, because it's this first set with the harp duets, is Habanera Gree by Alfredo Rolando Ortiz. Now you have to practice saying that, pronouncing that correctly. He's actually, he plays the Paraguayan harp. He's a brilliant musician. He's actually from Colombia. And he is a medical doctor, believe it or not. I don't know. Michael, does he practice medical doctoring anymore? I don't think so. I don't think so either. And his wife makes beautiful harp jewelry. Do you have any? You have some, don't you?
Yeah, I have a necklace.
Yeah, we should have worn our necklaces for matching. You better go home and get them. If I can find one. But anyway, so this is our final number for the duets with Miss Jennifer, and then we'll say get up and stretch a little, go potty if you want to, while we reset, because then my husband's going to play some duets with me to finish off, and then we're going to have cake. So you have to stay for cake, okay? It's very important. Yeah, the college kids are all over that, right? Okay, so here's Habanera. So a little mini break while we reset. Don't leave. I'll be very upset. I know you guys are going to be upset because I'm going to mess it.
Thank you. What we must remember is that this is a learning institution, right? And we have students doing all sorts of activities. The students who greeted you and gave you your hi Kate and gave you your program and your sort of guest book were students from my music business one class who I'm very proud of. They were said I asked them to be here between 6 and 6:15, and boy, I got to tell you, most of them were here before that. I'm like, I was very happy for that. And then we have additional students that are helping with recording and the sound. And this is my colleague, Rob Titrich, who is the silent man sort of behind that you don't notice, and he'd rather not be noticed. So he's going to pretend he doesn't know me. But we work very well together and are good friends. So he's getting Michael set up. So the remainder of the program will be 3 tunes with my husband, Michael. Together, you guys already know we're known as Tapestry. And I said, would you play with me on my 25th? And he said, I thought you weren't going to ask me. And so we picked 3 of our favorites. This first one that's called The Journey, he doesn't have a microphone, so I'll have to tell the story. But it's actually a composition of his that if you listen to this composition, you will hear someone is going on a journey. And during that journey, some of the things you will hear include church bells. See if you can find those. And also, there's a storm during this piece. So here's the journey with my husband, Michael. Give him a welcome him. He's been waiting. You know, he gets the job of harp hauling and all that stuff. And how do you plug this in? And he has to be, I don't know how to do all that stuff. All right, you can tell he's ready to play because he's blinking while I'm yakking. So here we go. Here's the journey. It's in the key of E flat, which means all the levers have to go down. So, and if you're a harpist, you know, you understand. If you're not, I'd be glad to explain it to you, but not right now. So this is our final number. This is Michael's version of The Water is Wide, which he created the arrangement, and then I added harp to it. It's kind of in the vision of Ed Gerhard, right? He has a most amazing Water is Wide. So please enjoy our last tune. Please eat cake. We don't want to take it all home. It's a celebration. It was the idea. This is my sister-in-law Dawn and her husband Tom. That's Michael's sister. She called Michael secretly and said Denise needs to have cake for her 25th. And then they had to tell me about it because I had to order the tables and all that kind of thing, you know. So it wasn't such a secret, but I tried to keep it a secret from people who were coming to the show because I didn't want you to come just for the cake. I wanted you to, right? But I know the college kids will love the cake. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us. And our final number, The Water is Wide.
Thank you for listening. I do this every November on a Wednesday, but it depends on, sometimes it gets altered. This year we needed the hall on the Wednesday I wanted. So next week, Herbie's band, La Nueva Onda. You can help me practice saying it. I did pretty well, I think. Next Wednesday night, it's going to be awesome, 7:30 Main Stage Theater. It's in your program. Please join us for cake and safe travels home.